What's up, everyone? Today we're gonna in this video we're gonna get started on our Chicago coin top 10. This is the one that I've had. It was buried back there in the corner for the longest time while I looked for parts, and I haven't had any luck, except I did find 2 score reels that I needed for it, and I did find an apron. Big whoopee, huh? But this one, I'm hoping that I start the series on this. This is going to be a long-term project. I'll start the series on this, and maybe I'll get some inquiry or somebody letting me know they have some parts for the top 10. The biggest thing that I need is the score motor. I mean, at least it's kind of telling me that maybe this machine was working. Well, it did work at some point, but it was working, but you know, it needed help. And they had one that needed a score motor. Probably the one that they had was all stripped out in the bottom, or the cams were cracked or broke or whatever. Hell, I'd settle for one of those right now, and I would 3D print out the cams. But because they cut the wires right off of the leaf switches. You know, if the machine would have been junk, it would have just took bolt cutters and cut it there, and we would have just had a nub. But yeah, so it kind of tells me that there was still some hope for this machine. Maybe it was just because it was awful ugly. But as you can see, we have a stern apron, but this is a 1975 Chicago coin top 10. This is off of a Trident, Stern Trident, which is a 1979 solid state. Well, in 77, Gary and Sam Stern bought Chicago Coin and formed the Stern Company. And Chicago Coin still had some machines sitting out on the floor being produced, or getting ready to be produced, and Sam and Gary put them out. And they kept a lot of parts were the same in the early Sterns and the Chicago Coins, until, you know, they got a handle on things and started manufacturing, doing their own thing. They just kind of used Chicago Coin stuff for a while, namely the apron and the lockdown bar. The lockdown bar on these, I have another lockdown bar receiver off of that Stern Trident. I bought a tote full of parts off of a Stern Trident at auction, so I do have a bunch of coils and pop bumpers and flippers and flipper mechanisms and all that stuff for the Trident, which I'm kind of hoping is going to be the same as this top 10. You know, there's only 4 years difference here, but you know, in the meantime, the Chicago Coin was bought up, but a lot of the stuff stayed the same. But we're gonna repaint the whole cabinet. You know, time to do some stenciling, and I don't even know what else is hiding down in the bottom here, but there's a bunch of crap. There's part of the neck. good, because that piece is still good. I can copy that for the back. That'll be easy to do. But like I said, this isn't just going to be one of those real quick, you know, we're going to clean it up and have it up and going in no time at all. And a couple more of the braces for there or for the cabinet. Put them up there. The hell is this? Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's for the coin box. Okay, throw that up there. Some inserts, light bulbs, some screws. Oop, there's a coil stop. A little hammered. Could do on a pinch though, if need be. But like I said, this is going to be a long-term project. This isn't going to be a quickie. And it was somebody's idea of cleaning switches, which there's some broken switches down in there, washers, insert and screws, and just a bit of dirt. Okay. Actually, the cabinet's one of the better parts of this. Look at that nice back glass. Think we can touch that up? I have a picture. I guess if I blew it up, I probably could. Ooh. But you can see player 2, we're missing 2 score reels. Or just one score reel and a dummy. Because this doesn't have 1 through 10. 10's only, so the first digits is a dummy. So that would be that dummy. Nope, 2 score reels, 10 and 10,000 is missing. And I found 2 score reels for this. Same thing. When they were removed, they cut them pretty short on this one. So that'll be fun putting those in. But you know, we'll take it apart, put it up on the bench, and work it over. And we can get that working. And what's nice is even without the score motor in this, is we can still get everything done on it and plug it in and turn it on, and we'll have our GI lights and stuff like that. And we can mess around with relays and get, you know, and test out some things that way while we're still looking for a score motor. But back glass, you know, we can order a new one. No big deal. But here's the real fun one. Here's the playfield. I mean, she's really rough. You can see it just comes right off. So this got damp, looks like. Part of it's good. Well, I should say part of it is okay. But a lot of it is really rough. So I don't know quite what we're gonna do. I have one plastic missing. Looks like there's 2 guide rails missing here and here, which is, you know, that's nothing. One plastic missing. and one broke. We can fix the broken one to get by, but the missing one, it's going to be the same. I think it's the same as this one, only mirrored. Yeah. Which is interesting because we may cut one out on the CNC. Might be something else, another project that'll kind of intertwine. Let's see, can I... And let's see, there's coil missing for the flippers. In fact, the whole mechanism, yeah, everything's missing off of those, which is, you know, no big deal. Those we can get. Everything else under here looks, you know, fairly decent. It's not a total rust bucket like Star Trek was. But, let's see, we got spinner in the middle, 5 drop targets. So we'll see how they look. That one's a little goofy. There it goes. That one needs a little help. Yeah. And one, that one needs help. Country needs help. Oh, that was nice. That was all my screws. Now I got to chase all that stuff down. Let me get that picked up and I'll bring you back. But it is a neat little machine. And, you know, I hate giving up on any of them. I really do. So that's why this one, we'll strip the playfield down, get everything off of it. I mean everything. And then we'll clean it and see what's left and make a decision as to where we're going to go with it. Because, I mean, we got, you know, even the shellac, or whatever you want to call it, is even off of it. But, man, I don't know. Tough call. I know a lot of people would just throw this right in a scrap pile and part it out. But that's what I'm hoping somebody else had did with one, and then I can get parts. You know, a lot of it up in here that, you know, a lot of this we can touch up here. This is the main area that's going to be the hardest. I mean, the pink, I just love matching pink. Yellow's no big deal. But I hate to, you know, want to paint this in. And then it, you know, once you get started down here and start painting this, the blue, you know, you're going to get up into here, and then you're going to, you know, next thing you know, you're going to be painting the whole thing, which, you know, is a lot of work, but I'm not against it. Or you can mask it off and spray it, which may be an option. We'll see when we get down to it. If that's what we decide to do, I'll have to cut some stencils again, especially for this centerpiece and the little piece here, and the blue, I'll have to have a stencil for the blue. You know, I'll have to make a whole shit storm's worth of stencils for this. But I'm not going to give up on it. Like I said, this is the worst part. Cabinet, back glass, well, back box, back glass, cabinet, no big deal. Paint them, look great. Perfect. Score motor, eventually I'll find a score motor. I don't care what shape it's in. I don't care if it's stripped or broke. I gotta have what's left of it so I can make one. Like I said, I can print them out on the 3D printer. That's what we'll do, you know, if that's what we have to do. But I don't have nothing. I need the bracket, and I need the old cams, everything. But I don't care what kind of condition it's in. I just need it. Everything else, you know, lockdown bar, this little piece here that goes across here, those you can find those are pretty easy to find. Lockdown bar, no big deal. I have the apron sitting in there. I have the 2 score reels, and then, you know, little miscellaneous parts that it's going to need, like the flipper mechanisms and all that stuff. I'll check and see if they're the same as that Stern Trident. I think I have a set for it, so everything can be done underneath this. It's this is the problem. Everything else is just playfield, score motor. If I had the score motor, we'd be in real good shape. Playfield. That's where we're going to have a lot of fun. But that's what we got going, and that's what we have to work with. Just sat forever and a day, and those are even half clean. Like I said, we can get quite a ways on this. We can get it lit up anyway with the GI, and to put in some new inserts, some nice inserts in this here. We'll do all the inserts on this one, you know, because we got that one missing, you know, and you start, God, that one sunk down about a mile. You start doing a couple of them, you know, you might as well just pop them all and do them all and make the whole thing look the same, is what I'm thinking. All right, that's what I have to work with, and that's what we're going to get started on. Like I said, this isn't just going to be a series where I'm going to start with number 1 and rush right through it, and we'll have a machine running in, you know, in a couple of weeks. Nope, this is going to be probably a couple of months where I'm going to be looking and hunting down parts and working on stuff. And so you're not going to be seeing, you know, a steady diet of Chicago Coin Top 10. I'm going to be throwing in some other stuff that I'm doing. I have some other projects that I'm going to get started on as well here, namely the AMI Venus compact disc player. That's another one that's going to be another longer term project because of it being beat up and broke a little bit down here in the corner. So, but that'll be in another video. I'll get you caught up on that one, and we'll go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the new project that I have going on. And if you want to support the channel, check out my links down below in the description. My store with all my t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cups, hoodies, and blankets. I got all kind of stuff down there, and I'm adding more stuff to it when I have time to work on it. And the 2 affiliates, which is Altruistic Joe, veteran-owned coffee company, and 3D Maker Pro. Those 2 I have up. I'm going to add another one to it. It's another one that has a lot of 3D printer parts. Big Tree Tech will be coming up. I'll have that affiliate down below too, and then you can check out Big Tree Tech. They have a lot of different upgrades for your 3D printer on that one. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy this series. It's going to be a lot of fun, even though it's a scary Mary. So I hope to see you on the next one when we start tearing down the playfield. Till then, take care. See ya.